A blessed Labor Day to our dear doctors and panelists led by our loving Dean, Dr. Quedado. Our presentation will proceed in such a way that the introduction of my talk will be followed by the statement of the problem, methodology, presentation, as well as analysis of the data gathered, conclusion, and recommendation. We are from Section D and we're going to present our thesis entitled Prevalence and Associated Factors of Computer Vision Syndrome Among Third-Year Medicine Students of the University of Northern Philippines for school year 2022 to 2023. The use of video display terminal is spread worldwide and has become an integral part of life with the emergence of COVID-19 pandemic that changed the routine of people to adapt work from home and online classes due to social distancing and lockdown. People relied on digital devices for various purposes such as online classes, meetings, shopping, and entertainment. Despite the dependence of people on computers that made life easier and increased work productivity, it can cause harm to people's health if used excessively. The prolonged use of digital devices often leads to a group of ocular and visual problems known as computer vision syndrome or digital eye strain. An individual that spends 2 hours or more on a computer makes them susceptible to the development of CVS symptoms such as eye strain, headaches, blurred vision, etc. These are often transient and may be caused by poor lighting, screen brightness, poor sitting position, improper viewing distance, uncorrected vision problems, or a combination of these. The purpose of this study is to determine the prevalence and associated risk factors of CVS among third-year medicine students of UNP for the school year 2022 to 2023. The study will give researchers, students, and people who frequently use VDT the need to create awareness on correct VDT device use to reduce the prevalence of CVS. Proceeding now to the statement of the problem. The study aimed to determine the prevalence and associated risk factors of CVS among third-year medicine students of UNP. Specifically, it sought answers to the following questions. First, what is the profile of respondents in terms of age, sex, nationality, civil status, and religion? Second is, what are the variables that contribute to the development of computer vision syndrome, which are stated on this particular slide, noted with ocular health, sitting position, and down the line. The third question asks about the associated signs and symptoms of computer vision syndrome noted on this particular slide, starting with burning eyes, itching eyes, etc. Finally, the study also wished to explore the relationship between the development of CVS among medicine students and the following: social demographic profile, variables that contribute to it, as well as the associated signs and symptoms. Turning now to the page on methodology, this study used descriptive correlational research design, with a total enumeration of, out of 277 students who are regular third-year students, 255 responded voluntarily from the College of Medicine at the UNP. Data gathering instrument is retrospective self-answered questionnaire conducted face-to-face, and the procedure goes that the questionnaire was distributed by the researchers themselves, which was responded voluntarily. Let's now proceed with the findings of our study. This slide shows that majority of the respondents are actually 24 years old, usually are females, of course, Filipino citizens, single, and are Christians. On this slide, chronic eye disease is not experienced by majority of the respondents, while astigmatism and myopia have garnered approximately 30% each. Most of the respondents have no systemic medical condition as well, but the most prevalent was hypertension and asthma at 6% and 2.7% respectively. Also, majority of the respondents have no refractive errors. This page suggests that more than half of the respondents have their faces at the level of the computer screen or other VDT devices and have over 50 centimeters distance. The respondents also preferred using their DVTs more on eye level. Now, on this slide, it presents that more than two-thirds of the respondents did not experience glare. 85.1% of the respondents presented with 5 years and above of VDT use, while the majority used VDTs with 85.1% for 7 days a week. Also, over twice as many respondents use gadgets for more than 8 hours. We could note here that the respondents usually take a break every 1 hour. Majority or two-thirds of the respondents are using eyeglasses for purpose of vision and problem correction. 60% are also using eyeglasses with the under-reflecting or blue light filter. Those who are using contact lenses are nearly at 10% only for vision and problem correction. Most participants use bright light on their working and study area, and they usually would adjust the computer screen with the surrounding brightness. Although headache consistently ranked first in terms of intensity, in general, almost all symptoms are frequently and intensely felt by the respondents. Similarly, in the study of Raganata et al., McConnell et al., and Reymond-Gie et al., headache was the most common symptom, and the most common symptom of CVS varied in studies like those done by Desi et al., as well as Blake Timur et al. In 2019 and 2020. Turning now to the correlations, first we note on the socio-demographic profile. Age is directly significant to duration of use. Sex is positively and significantly related to sitting position. Nationality is inversely significant to duration of use. Foreigners use computers more frequently and use anti-reflecting eyeglasses when using computers. Civil status is directly related to the use of contact lenses and inversely related to duration of use. Religion has an inverse relationship with the duration of use. Non-Catholics frequently use eye lubricant as they more frequently use the computer. Thus, there is a significant relationship between the socio-demographic profile of the respondents and their daily practice of using VDT devices. According to Dur et al. In 2014, that all of those are because of prolonged computer use can lead to musculoskeletal disorder and eye problems, which may be a more severe impact on other individuals. This finding is also consistent with the research indicating that men may be more susceptible to computer-related eye strain than women, according to Rosenfeld in 2012. Such is also consistent with previous research showing that contact lens use is more common among individuals who use computers frequently, as noted by Hans Rudge et al. In 2014. For this next correlation, it suggests that older respondents are more frequent to experience dryness in eyes compared to the younger ones. Sex is almost negligible, directly and significantly related to the frequency of excessive blinking. Nationality has a slight direct relationship with the frequency of eye pain. Filipinos usually experience more eye pain and see more clearly colored halos around objects than the foreigners. Single individuals become more teary-eyed than those who are married and widowed. Meanwhile, religion is not significant to any symptoms. As a support, dry eyes are commonly experienced by older people, women, and those who wear contact lenses as compared to the younger age group and those who don't use contact lenses, according to Schomburg et al. In 2003, Glazon et al. On the same year, and Nichols et al. In 2005. Similar studies show that there is a 60% reduction of blinking rate that contributes to decreased production of tears, causing stress on the cornea, resulting in dry eyes. On this next correlation slide, it projects that respondents whose eye levels are at just the level of the computer screen or other VDT devices are more frequently experiencing heavy eyelids and intensely experience a blurred vision. Those who use devices greater than 50 centimeters more intensely experience burning eyes and more frequently experience increased sensitivity to light. Respondents who use devices above their eye levels more frequently experience itching in their eyes. The longer the respondents are exposed to devices, the more frequently they are sensitive to light, but less intensely experience redness of eyes. Also, respondents have more hours of using the devices more frequently and intensely experience burning and itching eyes. As the respondents take longer breaks, they tend to feel redness and heaviness of eyelids only occasionally. Those who use eyeglasses experience burning eyes and heavy eyelids less frequently. Those respondents who used anti-reflective eyeglasses experienced burning eyes less intensely. Those who used contact lenses experience excessive blinking less intensely. Those who use nighttime lights tend to experience headaches less intensely, but on brighter working areas, the respondents experience burning eyes less intensely and itching eyes and eye redness less frequently. Those who adjust the devices contrast less frequently and intensely experience sensitivity in light and less frequently experience headache. The more frequent they use lubricant in their eyes, the less intensity of their excessive blinking. These results are consistent with previous studies that have investigated the relationship between VDT use and symptoms experienced by users, according to Blem et al. In 2016. One study found that viewing distance was a significant predictor of the frequency of the eye discomfort symptoms, according to Wang et al. In 2018. Another study found that taking breaks and performing eye exercises reduced symptoms associated with VDT use, according to Fujimoto et al. In 2018. A study also found that the use of anti-reflective glasses reduced eye strain and fatigue, according to Yamada et al. In 2018. And another study found that the use of lubricating eye drops reduced symptoms associated with VTT use, according to Tucano et al. In 2019. Turning now to the conclusions, the bulk of the respondents belonged to the age of 24, and majority of whom are females, Filipinos, single, and Catholics. Most of respondents have a long screen time with over 50 centimeters eye-to-screen distance, and most of them uses an anti-glare filter of a 0.00, and vast majority of the respondents use bright lights at night. Headache was ranked first in terms of frequency and intensity. It was reported occasionally and intensely. Second is teary eyes, that was also reported occasionally and intensely. Now, turning to the correlations conclusions, there is a significant relationship between the socio-demographic profile of respondents and their daily practice of using VDT devices. Male respondents' eye level is at the level of the computer screen. Foreigners use computers more frequently along with anti-reflective eyeglasses. Married individuals use contact lenses, and non-Catholics use eye lubricants. Also, all the respondents have more dry eyes. The frequency of excessive blinking is correlated with sex. Filipinos experience more eye pain and see more clearly colored halos around objects, and single individuals become more teary-eyed than married and widowed. And for the final correlation, respondents who use VDT devices above eye level experience heavy eyelids and blurred vision, while those who use them for a greater number of hours experienced burning and itchy eyes. Those who use eyeglasses, anti-reflective eyeglasses, contact lenses, and nighttime lights experience headaches less intensely. Those who adjust the devices conscious less frequently experience sensitivity in light and less frequently experience headaches. Taking longer breaks helps to reduce the associated signs and symptoms of computer vision syndrome. As a denema, we turn now to the recommendations. We foremost suggest to give the eyes downtime. Throughout the day, look away from the display to rest the eyes. Try the 20-20-20 rule. Spend at least 20 seconds every 20 minutes staring at something 20 feet away. Penultimately, taking frequent pauses from computer use will help to prevent eye and muscle tiredness. Since long-term use of a computer necessitates sitting still for a longer amount of time, standing up, stretching, and taking a few moments to look around may not only benefit muscles, but also give the eyes a chance to unwind. Lastly, improve studying in working environment by giving the eyes at least 15 minutes to rest after every 2 hours spent on a computer or other digital device. Check the area at a minimum of 20 feet farther from the computer or other digital device once every 20 minutes and spend at least 20 seconds doing this. That is the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for listening, and we now open the floor for your suggestions and recommendations to refine more our paper. Thank you so much. Again, a gracious night to everyone.